Hello folks, it's Blue here with a video review. This one has got to be a record for me. I got this game late last night, started playing it and made 2 videos of it, and now today I'm ready to make a review of it because it is that shallow a game. The game is Ampu-Tea. It sounds much less pleasant than it is. It's fairly simple, so I didn't even need to do much in the way of editing things together. I'm just going to be playing while I talk, because there's really nothing exceptionally unique to say that would be difficult to just do here. So, first off, a little bit of base on the game. You're a guy with a robotic hand. You only see the arm and the hand, though, not the guy. And you have to make tea. Fairly simple premise. Though, actually making said tea, as you're seeing right here, not as easy as it would sound, due to the extreme difficulty of actually controlling your robo hand. It's very hard to pull this off successfully. See what I mean? And just for spite, they add one teacup that instantly breaks as soon as she touches it. No. Ooh. And that can happen. The whole cupboard can go over if you aren't careful about it. Pretty much everything here can go down if you aren't careful. Now, the controls are, again, simple in the theme of the game. Q moves your Q, W, E, and R move your fingers. Hold down the left button and move your mouse to spin your hand. The right click makes you go up and down. And that's really it. It's a fairly simple thing, to say the least. Though it is quite amusing, but I have a feeling it gets dull quite quickly. Because it's shallow. It really is just this one screen with one objective, the occasional different objective, like instead of having 1 lump of sugar, you could have 2 or 3, and instead of a bit of milk, you could have a lot of it, but it's all fairly basic, very bare bones, probably didn't take all that long to make. Now, to go into controls, ease of use, all of that. Controls, hard. They seem simple, but actually managing to pick up something successfully and then dropping it successfully is a very difficult task. As you're seeing here, the cup has a nasty tendency of just flipping on you. Then you have to somehow manage to pick it back up and get it where you need it. It is much harder than you would think, and that's just step 1. Then you have to pick up like a tea bag, and oh, that's difficult. Picking up anything is hard enough, but these tea bags are horrid to try and pick up. See, they just keep slipping out of your hands, and if one lands on the table, you're gonna be fumbling for an age trying to get that thing to lift in such a way that you can pick it up. See? Just continuous fumbling. And then, if you knock it on the floor, you may as well just leave it there, because you're never picking it up. And that's basically the whole thing with this game. There's not a whole lot to say because of how shallow it is. Oh dear. There we go. The achievements are equally simple. Allow me to quickly show them. Theoretically, this will pop up in the recording. Just enter the game. Knock every object off of the table. Add milk to a drink. Sugar to a drink. Add tea bag to a drink. Add water to a drink. Break a cup. Flip the table. Break your arm. Serve a cup of tea and play the game 500 times. The 500 times achievement is the only difficult one of the lot. There are a couple difficulty modes: easy, normal, and hard. Basically, easy, you just have a tea bag and water. Hard, you have one of the 2 secondary things, either milk or sugar, put sorry, put in, and hard, you have both milk and sugar that you need to put in differing amounts depending on what the little card tells you. The rest is simple. You have hideously infuriating music. Not playing currently, thankfully, but it's awful. So, there's really not much to say about the music other than it sucks. And these sugar cubes are even worse than the tea bags to pick up. Now, again, added tea bag water before the tea bag, which is another thing. You can't do that. Now let's just break the arm to show how that works. Come on, break. There we go. See, your hand flies off. Fairly simple, and not much to say. So, really, I'm pretty much done. I may as well just make one humorous comment before we quit. Note the horse head. I'm making the assumption that whoever this guy making the tea is an enemy of the mob, because that's the only good explanation for why there is a horse's head here. That's what I think of the mob. So that's really all. It's time for the end review. The numbers. Okay, and cue edited in at the end segment of me talking about the numbers. And now for the totally edited in at the end, pros and cons. Okay, pros are fun to play for a bit, and amusing to watch. Now for the cons, and they are unwieldy and excessively difficult to control, and the fact that it really doesn't have much play time in it. I've played for 92 minutes currently, and that's... once you get more than that, you might not want to play much. I've gotten through 92 minutes and successfully made a cup of tea, and now there's really nothing new to do. It's all the same exact thing. So, now I have to give this a final rating. This is a difficult one, because while amusing, there isn't much time in it. The time you do have is quite fun, but there isn't much of it to be had. So, for a final number, I would probably give it a 4 out of 10. Oh, on my scale, that equates to mediocre. Not stellar, but not horrible either. It's a little below mediocre, really. Probably like below average, but still not horrible. If you could get this game like I got for like 50 cents or maybe $1 tops, go for it. It's amusing for an hour and a half or so. So it is worth a try if you get it cheap, but don't pay $5. You will be upset with your purchase if you pay $5 for this, because there isn't enough here to warrant that much money. So, in conclusion, buy it on sale for really cheap, like 90% off. So, I would like to thank you folks for watching this video review. Please like the video if you liked it, and ask any questions relating to this game in the comments below, and if you have any requests for other video game reviews, please put them in the comments below. I would like to note that I only do PC game reviews currently, as I do not have a capture card for recording console gameplay. I'd like to thank you folks for watching. Goodbye!